Neonatal jaundice. What are the causes of neonatal jaundice? The causes are within first 2 days. The causes are hemolytic disease of newborn or HDN, Rh incompatibility, G6PD deficiency, congenital spherocytosis, and sepsis. Within 3 to 10 days, the main causes of neonatal jaundice are physiological jaundice, prematurity, hypoglycemia, acidosis, sepsis, congenital hemolytic anemia, Crigler-Najjar syndrome, Gilbert syndrome. After 10 days, some reasons are breast milk jaundice, sepsis, hypothyroidism, galactosemia, drugs, etc. How will you manage a case of neonatal jaundice? We should take the history first. From the history, we have to collect the data of age of the appearance of jaundice. We have to know the order of the pregnancy. Then we should investigate if there is a history of jaundice of previous child, history of death of any baby due to jaundice, the blood group and Rh typing of baby and the mother, and history of intrauterine death, abortion in mother with Rh negative blood group are also to be taken. During physical examination, we should look for the extent of the jaundice, whether jaundice is extended up to palm or soles. In normal physiological jaundice, there is no involvement or extension of jaundice to the periphery, but in pathological jaundice, the extent of jaundice is extended up to palm and sole. Then we should see if pallor is present. Then hepatosplenomegaly is also to be investigated. Then any evidence of sepsis, example lethargy, poor feeding, etc. Is to be checked. Then abnormal neurological behavior such as convulsion, rigidity, etc. is to be examined. During investigation, we should investigate the serum bilirubin level, the total, direct and indirect bilirubin level. Indirect or unconjugated bilirubin level is increased in physiological jaundice, and in hemolytic jaundice of newborn it is also elevated. But in sepsis, neonatal hepatitis and biliary atresia, the direct bilirubin or conjugated bilirubin is increased. Blood group and Rh typing of baby and mother has to be done to assess the evidence for of associated Rh and ABO incompatibility. In Rh incompatibility, mother Rh is negative but baby Rh is positive. In ABO incompatibility, mother is O positive but baby is A, B or AB positive. Then hemoglobin level is to be checked. It is reduced due to hemolysis. Total count and differential count of white blood cell, platelet count and CRP level is checked to assess the evidence of associated sepsis. Then peripheral blood film is checked to see evidence of hemolysis, example fragmented RBC, nucleated RBC, toxic granules, etc. Reticulocyte count is also increased. Then Coombs test, direct or indirect, may be positive in Rh and ABO compatibility. Then treatment approach is done. Most of neonatal jaundice are physiological and usually they don't require any treatment. Only exclusive breastfeeding and follow-up is sufficient. But in pathological jaundice, the treatment option depends on serum bilirubin level, baby's gestational age, postnatal age, and any associated risk factor. Main treatment options are phototherapy and exchange transfusion. Criteria of physiological jaundice. In term baby, the full-term infant develops jaundice on or after second or third day of life. There is unconjugated hyperbilirubinemia. The total serum bilirubin is less than 12 mg per deciliter and the direct fraction is less than 15% of the total. Usually bilirubin peaks to 6 to 8 mg per deciliter by third day of age and then falls and resolves before 10 days of life. The baby is otherwise healthy. In preterm baby, the jaundice develops on or after second or third day of life and it resolves by 14th day. The unconjugated hyperbilirubinemia occurs and the peak may be 12 to 10 mg per deciliter on 5th day of life and it may rise maximum to 15 mg per deciliter and then falls. The direct fraction is less than 15% of the total bilirubin. The baby is otherwise healthy. Treatment is phototherapy